Hello, I'm Danny. So today I wanted to talk about fear. I know that we all experience it, we all go through it. Some of us, it's just a little bit harder to deal with fear. And for me, fear comes out in first, it's like anxiety. And if I don't keep it in check, then it turns into massive panic attacks. So, like some of my fears, I am very fearful of being vulnerable and getting emotionally close to anyone. And I definitely push people away when I feel like they're getting too close to me emotionally because I can't handle their the possibility of even being hurt emotionally. Because I've been hurt so much emotionally in my life and I've never, been able to trust anyone. Um, that is really hard for me. It's hard for me to be able to open up and trust somebody enough to let them close to me emotionally. So I usually keep people at a distance from me. And I don't allow myself to be vulnerable. Another big fear of mine is being judged because I feel like when I'm being judged, I'm not pleasing a person, and I was ingrained to be a people pleaser. And I hate criticism. I can't stand criticism at any point. I'm more critical on myself than I am with anyone else or anybody else has to be towards me. And I always feel like if I put myself out there, that I'm going to be so criticized and so judged. And that for me is a paralyzing fear. Um, at times, it's so paralyzing that I don't want to leave my house. Um, I don't I don't want to go do my thing because it's really hard. So how did I get over that and start creating videos and putting videos out there? That was a huge step for me, and it's taken a long process. So probably it was a little over a year ago. I started figuring out ways that I can make money at home and all of that, and I one of the biggest ways you can do is do YouTube videos, and I had wanted to start this other channel about working from home, finding things from home and whatever. Anyways, in order for me to be able to video myself, I had to get over that fear of putting myself out there and, oh, what if I make a mistake? So what I did, the first small step that I took is I would video random things like us playing at the park or, me doing painting or cooking or just something where I wasn't talking and I wasn't engaging with the camera. And then I started engaging with the camera. It kind of like built up a little bit of courage. And then I started engaging with the camera. Well, during that time, I felt like I needed to be this happy person that was super successful and all of this, and that put more anxiety on top of the anxiety that I already had about putting myself out there. So pretty much I was like trying to fake it to make it, and that was not working. I had to stop making the videos. I had to stop doing all of that, and I did. However, I kept working on my fear of putting myself out there and finding who I was and what my purpose was. So I kept doing videos just for my personal benefit, and then I would go back and watch them. And then, I worked up the courage to get those videos out, but in a manner that felt most true to myself. And that's where I started this channel is, I've been working through therapy. I've been going and getting help for myself. And in that, I I'm able to share that with you, but I had to work up to getting over that fear. Now, something else I also do is if I have something I need to do, so like just posting a quick video on Instagram. I did that for the first time not too long ago, just like a hey, you guys, let me help you out, quick video. That was something I had to get over. Um, but I had, I set up a support system that helps me get over the fear. So I have somebody that I talk to, and this person encourages me. They encourage me to do things. They encourage me to take this little step forward. And so what I'll do is I'll be like, okay, I need to do this. Well, let me give myself time to process through this. I talk to my person, and that person encourages me to keep doing what I'm doing and getting better at it and better at it. And so then I take the step to get over that fear, and I put myself out there and I made that video. But it was probably a week and a half to 2 weeks of me going through this process of, okay, here is what I want to do. Here's the fear attached to what I want to do. Now, what is a solution that I can come up with that's going to help me do what I want, help me reach the goal and overcome my fear? And so I did that by talking to myself, by getting myself worked up, hey, we got this, get myself pumped up and ready to do it. And then I also was talking to my friend, about things, and that person was extremely encouraging and still is to everything that I do. And so I posted the video. It's out there. It's done. It's on my Instagram feed. And that was it. I overcame that fear. So for you to overcome your fear, for you to get over the obstacles that you're facing, you need to see what the problem is. You need to recognize it within yourself. You need to kind of go over it. You need to create some solutions to it on how you can get over it, and reach out to somebody. It could be an anonymous person. I know there's apps out there that you can do anonymous, just talking to people. You don't have to give them your name or meet them or anything like that. If being anonymous works better for you, then that's great. If you already have a support system, you already have that person that's encouraging to you, then utilize them. Ask them to help you overcome the fear, so you have that support, so it makes you feel a little bit stronger in the end. And then after you've seen the problem, you have recognized a solution, you've kind of sat in it and marinated in it, in the solution and what you're going to do, and you've created your support system, then you act on it. And it can be a spontaneous act, which I personally find to be the best. So when I did my video, it wasn't me thinking about it. I was thinking about some other things, and then it popped into my head and I did it right then. I just did it and got it over with. And I was like, okay, I got this done. I got this over with. I'm good. Let's move forward. And by doing that spontaneous act, I wasn't thinking of all of the consequences, like not necessarily bad consequences, but I wasn't thinking of like, oh my gosh, what if somebody, judges me, or they make a bad comment, or they don't like, sorry, that was my cat. They don't like, something that I said or that I did, or what if I offended them, or what if it doesn't get enough likes, or what if it doesn't get shared, or what if. I didn't have time to think about those things. That's not what I was focusing on, because over the week and a half or so, however long I was contemplating doing this, I wasn't thinking about those things. So when it was spontaneous, my first reaction wasn't to go to the negative mindset of what ifs. It was to go, okay, we can do this. Let's do this. And then I did it, and I got it done, and I got it over with. So try and do that with your fears. If you're afraid to go to the grocery store, if you're afraid to put your application in for the promotion, if you're afraid to, reach out for a relationship, and ask somebody out, you can, utilize this technique. But you can't focus on the negative side of it. You have to focus on the positive aspects, not the what ifs, but the good things about it, you can. I can, I can, I can. That I can statement is going to push you further than I think you'll ever realize that it would push you. Um, and build a support around that, talk to, even if it's just one person that you can confide into and be like, I'm really scared about this. I'm scared to ask that person out. What if they say no? What if they do this? What if they do that? That's a lot of times what we tend to do. What if, what if, what if? That person would be like, no, you need somebody that finds it. Says like, no, you should ask them out, because what if they say yes? What if they do like you? What if it turns out to be the love of your life? What if, you put in the application for the promotion or for a new job or whatever, and you do get it? You deserve this. You've worked really hard for these things in your life. You are a good person. You are skilled. You can do this. Find somebody that does that for you, that helps you, just overall be a better person, and encourages you to encourage yourself. So, um, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to talk about today. So, if you have ways that you get over your fear that work for you, write them in the comments below. And also any questions, and I'll do my best to get back to you. If you like my video, hit the like button. If you want to stay up to date and see more of my videos on how to improve yourself, how to get over anxiety, depression, PTSD, coping skills, tools and techniques that I'm utilizing in my life that could really possibly benefit you as well, then go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And I want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.